Welcome to Land Academy. I'm Jack Butala.
I'm Jill DeWit.
We show you how to buy real estate for half of what it's worth.
And sell it on the internet really fast.
We are Jack and Jill,
and this is the Jack and Jill Show too.
With over 15,000 completed transactions, we're the experts at acquiring property.
Of all kinds, not just land.
For half price and flipping them for way more.
All right, let's get this show started.
Jack Butala with Jill DeWit.
Hey there.
Welcome to our show. In this episode, Jill and I talk about 45 days from today to your first deal completion. Awesome show. Jill, this is answering 20 people's questions, actually. Mm-hmm. Hey, before we get to it, let's take a question posted by one of our members on Land Academy's online community.
Awesome. Nathan asked this question. Is it better to focus on higher acreage properties out west, or the higher value per acre properties more often found 2 to 3 hours outside metropolitan areas in the east?
Excellent question, Nathan. What we talk about in the program is acreage out west does really well, and then what I call our vacation properties, like let's say in northern Michigan or in Florida, like vacation destinations, regional vacation destination properties that you can usually buy pretty inexpensively. So it depends on your personality. You know, acreage properties out west are great cash flips and sometimes really good terms properties. Vacation properties, though, are awesome terms properties. You can drive right up to it, vacation on it, maybe eventually build a house on it. They're real easy to sell on the internet. There's people constantly kind of looking for a weekend getaway. So I think the answer is both. You know, I just I had a deal review call last Wednesday with a brand new member who's buying 14 properties in a Rust Belt state, all in different areas, but they're all basically on lakes.
What's the size?
They're tiny. They're drive right up, like infill lots that are among cabins and stuff right on the water, and he's not paying more than $1,000 per lot.
It's fantastic.
And the comps are anywhere from we looked them all up together right on the deal review. The comps are in the $20,000. So he's like, I'm just going to stick to the program and double my money. He said, I'm going to buy them for $1,000 and sell them for $2,000.
And fly off the shelf.
I said, dude.
Yeah. Hold on a moment.
Yeah.
If the comps are 20, maybe if you go for 5.
That's what I said. I said, sell them for 5. They're going to sell them just as fast.
Exactly.
He's like, really? I said, yeah. You've got, we don't want to get greedy, but selling a $20,000 property for $5,000, making 4 on it. That's our business model. You don't need to just do it for 2.
Exactly.
Or I said, do it on a couple. Maybe if you want to double it on everything else, that's fine. Do it on a couple.
You need to prove it to your wife. Do that.
Yeah.
Seriously. Because I've had guys that did that. They're like, I had to sell it real quick just to show my wife I could double my money, but I know I could have made more. It's kind of funny.
He said during the call, I scheduled this call with you because this is too good to be true, quote unquote. And I want to know if I'm missing something.
Oh, that's nice.
What kind of due diligence do I have to do to make sure this is real? So I said, no, you're not doing anything wrong. You're doing everything right. Everything.
Yeah, that's it. That's Jack and I, you should be running to the bank.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what he's doing.
That's what I said.
Yeah. And then you're doing it right. Like, don't change your mind. I got to get this.
But I have to tell this story too. This guy, one of the people that he's buying these properties from is a guy in his 80s. He has 150 of these things. He's been collecting these properties his whole life. If the kids don't want the land, I said, you gotta meet this guy and listen for 3 hours and listen to his stories and make him your best friend. He's never been on the internet, this guy.
Oh.
Make him your best friend, and you're going to just sell these properties with him and for him and as his partner, And
that's good advice.
He obviously loves land.
Right.
He wouldn't be doing this, collecting it. So it's and I think it was yesterday's show. We said, you really have to make friends with these sellers.
Yes. It makes a difference.
Hey, if you have a question or you want to be on the show, reach out to either one of us on Land Academy's free online community. Today's topic, which Jill has just informed me that she's going to MC, 45 days from today to your first deal completion. This is the meat of the show. Jill, take it away.
Well, as I sat down and I outlined the basic steps, and I did this based on like a Sunday-only real estate investor. So I'm being really conservative. And I looked at this and I as even Sundays only, from one deal start to finish, I don't even need 45 days, but I'm going to space it out really slow. So here are the steps that how I would do them. Week 1, you got your feet wet now. You're picking a county. This is your Sunday afternoon project.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to do your due diligence, that everything that Jack and I show you, mostly Jack.
Week 1.
Week 1.
I like it.
You like this?
Yeah.
Picking that county, spending some time, doing some homework, making sure, the numbers are there. I mean, there's a few steps, but you could do this easily on a Sunday afternoon. That's all you did, by the way. Now, week 2. Now you are 7 days in. Now we're going to pull the data and we're going to put our mailer together. We've done all our stuff, so now it's a no-brainer. You could do this again on a Sunday afternoon. You download the data, scrub the data, take out the duplicates that we talked about, take out, federal government, take out, whatever it is that you don't want to send a mailer to, obviously, and get it down to a good working list. And Jack is really good about, if you're, when you're starting out, 1,500 mailers is a really good number to start with. So now we did that. Okay, now I'm on week 3. Now I'm starting to get some action. I got some people calling me back. I might even have some returned offers. So what am I doing week 3? I'm starting to review them. This is again Sunday afternoon. I'm going through all my mail because I have a full-time job, so I'm being conservative here. So I'm reviewing the returned offers and doing my due diligence. And that's it. Now I'm on week 4.
Which is 30 days.
Not even that. Week 1, 0, 7, 14. Week 4, I'm 21 days in.
Okay.
I'm not even that. Week 4, I'm 21 days in. Now I'm buying some stuff.
I thought week 4. Oh, because I
started week 0.
It's the beginning, right?
Oh, yeah.
Beginning of the week. Okay.
So the beginning of that week. So at 21 days. Now I'm purchasing some properties. I've identified some properties. Now I've spent my weekend, my Sunday afternoon, calling these people back and lining up the deals. And that's what's happening that next week. All the checks are going out, deeds are done, all that stuff. And I got notaries lined up and I'm purchasing 1 property, 4 properties, what your budget is. You could be buying 4 $100 properties, whatever you want to do. So that's week 4. Week 5 is I've got them. And
you own them?
I own them. The deeds are signed. So at the same time as the deeds are being recorded, I'm marketing the properties.
Right, Jill. That's the key.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people wait too long to get all that together.
Exactly. Those are happening at the same time because when the deed is signed, even though the ink is wet, I own it. I'm only recording it for public knowledge.
I would argue that you should be getting that property ready to market while the notary's out.
Yeah.
The week before that. But that's good. You're being conservative, and that's fine.
Exactly.
That's good.
So yeah, or you're right, because I'm even thinking I think you and I are saying the same things. When I say market, I mean it's out there on the internet.
It's on there. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not I'm putting my engineering and stuff together yet. No, I'm doing that behind the scenes.
Uh-huh. We should put a calendar together, just like this.
I know we need to do this. Everybody's asked for it, and I think we should. I'm
writing
making a
that
note
down.
here.
I'm writing
We
that
both
down.
are. And then week 6, I'm selling it. So by the way, week 6 for me is really, hold please. 1, 2, 3,
This is a radio
4,
show. Hold, please.
5, 6. Wait. Week 6 for me is the beginning of 35 days. So I'm just over a month in, and I'm selling it.
All right, so maybe do some stuff wrong, and it takes you like 15 days to sell it instead of the next day.
Yeah, because I forgot to put a couple things in my posting. Like one person forgot to put their phone number one time. It was,
Really?
Yeah, it was the funniest thing. It was so cute. It was in our online community that they said, "Hey guys, I'm not getting any action. You guys mind looking at?" I'm not kidding. Would you please look at my posting and see what you guys
Jill,
think?
that's
And
hilarious.
someone's piped up and said, "You forgot to put your phone number in there." And they're like, "Oh, duh. That's why I'm not getting any calls." And there you go. So let's just say that. So you know what? So in 45 days, you very calmly, realistically could have, identified a market, got a mailer out there, found a seller, bought the property, recorded the property, marketed the property, sold the property.
Well done, Jill.
Not crazy.
Well done.
That's how you do it.
She's giving herself applause.
I was like kind of wiping. I don't know what that gesture is called right now, but that's what I was doing. So
You're ridding yourself of it, like
yeah,
with your clapping hands. Like,
that's
done.
It's
like
done.
listo.
It's out. It's done. So there's my 45 days.
I call it cash in, cash out.
Yeah.
45 days.
It's not crazy.
No, it's not crazy at all.
You know, it's funny when you say, oh, 45 days. Oh my gosh, that sounds like insane. What? That's fast. Wow. I mean, I buy a house and it takes 45 days to close. And it took me 6 months to find the house. Well, I'm confused. It's not crazy.
Yeah.
And like I just spelled out, it can be that you can take your time and you can breathe and you can have your full-time job and still have a family that loves you because you're not holed up somewhere. You know, you really can do it. But a lot of the keys are you have a good team behind you. You've got a lot of this stuff already figured out.
Yeah, you're really organized up front. That's the key.
You know what you're doing going into it. You're not learning how
That's the benefit.
hard way.
That's the benefit, of being in a group
Mm-hmm.
and having an inspirational support group. So if any along the way, any of this stuff, it doesn't make sense, reach out to the other people in the group and they'll help you.
Yeah. You know, that's what's so nice about our group too. You're right. Like I just explained that scenario, like, hey guys, will you guys look at my posting and see if it looks good?
Mm-hmm.
Where else do you,
that's a great
you
example.
know, like that, you had a call like a couple weeks ago like that. And it was so nice because you came back and told me about this, Jack, that I think the beginning of the phone call was 5 minutes of nowhere else have I experienced this type of support and help.
Like not even just for real estate, but anything.
In any way, and it's like free, by the way. It's not like I'm paying, it's just like everybody's here to help each other, period. No one's here to step on each other's deals or take anything. Everybody's here to help each other. There's enough deals.
Oh my gosh.
Right? And especially because we're going to close our group. There's definitely going to be enough deals.
Millions and millions and millions of vacant property in this country. You notice how we don't get that question anymore? I think we've actually covered it.
You're right.
Some new people are real concerned that counties are going to get overmailed.
Exactly.
And it just doesn't happen.
Mm-mm. Yeah, you're right. There's still a few little misconceptions out there, and I hope this answers one of them.
Well done, Jill. I'm gonna wake up from my nap now. Thank you.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Join us in another episode where Jack and Jill discuss how to use information, that's me,
and timelines and inspiration, that's me,
to get just about anything you want.
I'm usually not this organized. We use it every day to buy property for half of what it's worth and sell it immediately.
You're not alone in your real estate ambition. Jill, you're smart and pretty.
Not funny. You know what? I have in this world, boy, have I learned. I used to be really, really organized and I had little systems, but I think it was more anal than organized.
Yeah.
And then
right. Yeah.
So I used to think I had great organizational skills. No, I'm really good at putting things in piles. So, and maybe shredding some things, but
I think we're so, like, as a society, we're so used to being hard on ourselves instead of just saying, you know what? I don't really like doing paperwork. I'm going to let these guys do it. They do it all the time anyway. I'm going to be a deal maker.
Jack, that's one of the things I love about you is you have very, very nicely in the last several years pointed out to me the things that I'm not good at.
What?
No, it's
What?
okay. No, in a healthy way.
Well, all right. So I want to.
Jill, don't sing.
Oh, yeah. Never sing.
There you go. So see, that's what I mean. And all along, I'm thinking I'm doing a good job. And you're like, no. Don't even mouth it. Just stand there and smile. It's all good.
Get the windows tinted and sing in your car by yourself.
Thank you. I do that. And I'm very happy with that.
This is fun.
I don't even sing in the shower. Have you noticed?
Uh-huh. I have.
So I do not.
What am I really bad at? There's got to be a list of stuff.
Think about that.
I'm very good at computers, but I have patience, but I have very little patience for a lot of other stuff.
Yeah.
Patience is not one of my things.
I
don't know if that's good or
bad. Jack, I have to think about that now. You're good at a lot of stuff. You're
patience, man.
Yeah. But I'm trying to think of some like a task that it really comes around patience. Oh, you're right. Because you're a great writer. You can play the drums. You're good at any physical thing. I've never seen you really struggle with a physical activity.
Well, that's a nice way to say you're good in the sack.
What? Not where I was going with that, but I'm glad that you feel good. No, and I don't mean to say that you're not. Oh, I don't want to put my foot in my mouth there.
I've never seen you struggle with anything physical.
Oh my gosh. No, but I mean, anything, if someone puts you on a motorcycle, put you in a whatever environment, you're going to jump in and figure it out, you know?
I am extremely bad at replacing the headlight in a Lexus. If anyone out there has ever replaced a headlight on a Lexus, there's 17 million parts in there. It's not like you used to screw in a light bulb like in the 70s and 80s.
Okay.
So stuff like that, no patience.
Yeah. I'm very happy. I think you're great.
Most IT stuff I'm not good at, but some I am. I don't know. I don't know how this got turned around on me. I guess I asked the question, didn't I?
Kind of did.
Except for singing, I think you're doing fine.
Thank you.
Information and inspiration to buy undervalued property.
We are Jack and Jill, and this was the Cash Flow from Land Show. We are the experts at acquiring property
of all kinds, not just land,
for half price, just so we can flip it for way more.
And really fast. Thanks for listening.
You are not alone in your real estate ambition.